Hello and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Hennessy Performance Racing League Xfinity Series. Tonight we will be bringing you coverage from Martinsville. I'm going to be joined tonight by Big Jim. Jim, how are you?
Doing well, practicing for Martinsville myself. How about yourself, Brody?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, feeling good about tonight. And I'm also going to be joined by Kluka. Kluka, how are you?
Uh, doing just okay, I guess.
Not
I'm
feeling
just
that
doing.
confident for tonight?
Nah.
Well, that'll be at a later time tonight. Uh, Well, like I said, we're gonna be covering the Xfinity race tonight, and you know, I think they are doing qualifying right now, so we will go and
I
check
believe
out
they're
the.
done.
Oh, are they? Do you have any
Yeah,
word
Jackson
on? Do
Stream.
you have any word on anyone's pool? The if anyone is on pole?
Yeah, Heredia's on pole, Papo second, and Jackson's third.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna take a little dive into our playoff standings. I mean, we are two races away from being in the playoffs, Let's just take a look at these standings. I mean, Heredia sitting the top, no surprise there. Second is JoJo. Third is Electric. Fourth is Killer. Fifth is Jackson. And then here's where it starts to tighten up. Um, Person, 29 points above the cut line. Seventh is Logan Aim, 14 points above the cut line. And eighth, 11 points above the cut line, Jamie Wright. The first person underneath the cutoff line is McCard. That's kind of a surprise to me. Just looking at it, McCard. He has been a front runner in this league, basically since he has joined, and he is sitting 11 below the cut line. That's a real surprise to me. Jim, I mean, do you have anyone that's really uh standing out to you in the standings right now?
I think that's a pretty good one to point out is McCart. He was a Cup Series driver just what 2 years ago, 2 seasons ago. I feel like he was. If he wasn't, I'm sorry for mistaking that. But he's been one of the most consistent guys for JRM, and this season it just seems like it's been very chaotic, and he hasn't been able to find his way up front. I think another one to note for tonight is Masopes is going to be missing the race due to his provider not. I don't know what went on, but he won't be in the race because of AT&T. I know that for sure, and that's a pretty big loss for him. I'm going to assume going to be in a must-win next week. But yeah, other than those two, that's kind of all I got.
Okay, this has been a little bit of a development. We don't know where Ballstick is, and he's supposed to be race control, so I guess I'm being tapped in for race
Oh
control.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that'll be a little interesting. Mason currently asking, "Are you streaming it?" Yes, I have already started.
This should be good.
Yep.
Race control and commentator.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I'll take over for lead for you though.
Yes, that would be perfect. I will still run the stream, um, but if I'm ever mute or anything like that, it's probably because I'm talking in the Discord.
All right. Well, that's the transition of power right there. I am now lead for the broadcast. Haven't done this in a while,
Yeah, you can still
but
ask, me questions or anything.
yeah, yeah, I will. I'm uh I'm looking at a whole bunch of different guys. I don't know if Electric is going to be in the race tonight. I heard that he was also going to have some trouble. Maybe one of his track meets running a little bit overtime and the bus not getting back home. So he might not be in the race. And he was a heavy hitter, wasn't he, Kluka?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Papo Musa, we've heard a lot about him over the last couple weeks. He loves Iowa. He loves Bristol. He loves Martinsville. Running the Cup car, he can run 19.2s. So what can he run in his Xfinity number 16 car? We'll have to see. And let's see who else is in here. We haven't gotten the go-ahead to join, so see who else is ready to up for the race tonight. 19 people. What's up?
What's going on, boys?
Can you broadcast? Who's asking?
It's movement. Join out the middle of nowhere.
Oh, movement's here. All right. Well, I guess you can join. I don't know what
Ask
the
Brody,
consensus from the
I don't care.
Brody thoughts. Okay,
Oh.
never mind. He's not going to be joining us for the broadcast.
Oh, man.
But more guys to look at here. It looks like Always Jake. He's going to be in the race tonight. That should be an interesting one. Who else? Jackson Altman, he's going to be holding our onboard for the race. Something y'all can't see, but it gives us a lap counter, so thank you to that. Heredia obviously on pole, and
Papa right behind him. About a tenth off. Yeah, Jackson was surprising speed, though, at P3. I mean, good for him. He's proving that he has the speed. I mean, we've seen he has the speed at...
I think he'll be able to show that speed that he's been touting all week long, and I think he's going to come home a winner in maybe not just Xfinity, but also Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jackson Altman for the win today. So, yeah.
Have you all joined yet?
We've joined. Yep, we're in.
Yep. Just wanted to make sure. I had to plug my headphones in so I could hear the Discord chat, because my phone does not play it very well.
Green flag.
Yeah, we are coming to the green through the Geico restart zone. It is green flag racing here from Martinsville.
Oh, Big Sun City already got a wreck in the back, going 4 wide. Oh, man. Papa
Already powering down there into turn 4, out of turn 4. He'll lead that first lap.
Oh,
There is a wreck in the back.
That's a multi-car wreck.
Looked like it was maybe just one. I don't know. Maybe it was lag, because all I see is Cushnight back here. Off the pace a little bit.
Cushnight was involved in a different one. But Papa already underneath pressure by this 13 car right here. Already moved up from P. Actually, no, he did qualify P.
Yeah, Papa probably just trying to wait for these tires to work their way in. It's a whole different story with an Xfinity car versus a Cup car. These things are tight. Usually you're running around 20.1s, 20.2s, maybe 19.9s in the Xfinity series on a short run. And in a Cup car, you're running 19.4s. There's a huge disparity in speed there.
Yeah, the Xfinity cars are so much tighter than the Cup cars.
Ready? Putting a nice gap out here, about 4-5 car lengths there on Papo. There is a battle back there for 5th. That's the 54 Speed Racer going under McCard. And he's going to clear for that position. And to follow him right through, it's going to be that orange machine. That is Hendrick 9 Chase. No, it isn't. Who is it? Must have been Jackson. No, it's not.
There's a big battle in the back as Hendrick has spun, kind of breaking that battle up. There's a battle for P12 right there. I saw between 5 cars at one point that has split back up in single file.
I apologize, folks. That orange vehicle I was talking about earlier is Person. We don't know much about his speed at the paperclip, but we know that he was pretty fast at Richmond. Everything is starting to calm down. Heredia out by a couple car lengths still. It's about 7 now, and that's a 13 of Jojo Siwa later, looking for a pass on second place there, Papamusa. Not going to be able to do it. And look who decided to show up. That's the 8 car of Electric Days running 4th. He was able to make the race. And if you remember correctly, he won here in Season 2 in the Xfinity Series. Very speedy on the short tracks. Has had a really good run with JRM lately. You have to believe he's riding the momentum train, Luca.
Oh yeah, for sure. Still some big battles going back here for P6, I think, between McCard and the 92 person. Oh, Push Knight is around. I thought he was visible. That was my apologies. Yeah, Hoodcat gaining into this battle too, I believe. Yeah, all for P6 for now as we have a caution.
Caution number 1 for Cause here. And I don't know what it was for. I imagine it had something to do with the 19 parked in the middle of turn 2. '15 with a lot of rear end damage. Don't know if he had anything to do with it, but everyone else in the field looks relatively clean. Brody, what did you see there in that first stint? Okay, sounds like Brody is busy with being race control. He is up here, but he is race control for tonight's race.
Wow, strategies from the 98 and 92. They will take the front row away from Heredia and Papo as they will go back green here.
It's going to be lap lead for Hoodcat. We'll take that lap right there as they are 3 wide. That's not going to work, fellas, and that is going to put the 8 in the wall. Now they're 4 wide. And a big send from Jackson into the back of the 13. It is getting crazy back here, as all restarts do at Martinsville.
Oh, we got a lot of contact in the rear right here. Not the rear, like the middle of the pack. Battling for P6. Electric drove the 54 down to the inside wall.
That's not Electric. That's the 36 of Jackson Altman. And there is a little bad blood between these two. From Michigan, the 54 went into the 36, and there's a send right there, the 9 into the back of the 16. And it is bumper cars back here, 3 wide, 2 rows deep.
Yeah, you rarely see that going 3 wide, multiple rows deep here at Martinsville. That's more like a super speedway thing, but great battling so far here today, at least in stage 1.
Heading back up to the front, not to negate what's happening back here in the back of the pack, but the 22 has ran down Hoodcat. What I'm assuming is the 22 has fresher tires, probably a little better car. As we have a wreck, it's the 9 of McCard in the back, into the 5, and that's probably going to be a caution.
Yeah, caution. Yeah.
And it is. Second caution for Cause, and it's getting crazy out here. Early in stage 1. Let's see if I can pull up a lap counter here. I'm sure Jackson has one. Does not sound like McCart. We just heard him over the radio. Can't repeat it here on stream, but he is not happy with how he's being raced right now.
Right now we have 17 to go in the stage. Probably when we restart we'll have 14 to go, I would assume. 14, 13 to go.
I believe the 22 for Heredia also is able to navigate around Hoodcat. So move the 22 not to the lead. 98 still going to hold the point here.
I will check for you what we're looking like for laps later.
Green flags back out. 98 with the preferred line going into 1. Heredia's going to slot in behind. They are 4 wide for 6th position back there. Now back down to 3.
Heredia going to make a move. Oh,
big send. And now they are 4 wide for 2nd. Electric's going to be the big beneficiary of that one. He goes to 2nd.
Oh, there's a wreck in the back. Oh, no. That's. Oh, they saved it, I think. Oh, no, they didn't. That's another caution.
3rd caution for Cause, and that one, I mean, again, it's a game punt. This is getting a little bit hectic. And you got to believe that maybe the playoffs looming just in 2 weeks. That might be hitting some of these drivers right now to push for points.
Yeah, but Hoodcat, though, with him staying out underneath that first caution, he has kept his ground pretty well, running in P5 right now. I mean, he's pretty quick.
Yeah. Seems like that's going to be name of the game tonight is track position. That's what it was for Electric in Season 2. That's what it was for me in Season 3. And we'll have to see if the 22 and 8 can maintain their track position and get good Stage 1 points. Green flag.
I think we have 11 to go at the line. 8 to go. Oh, man, 8 to go at the line. Come around
Let's
7.
go. Already able to clear. Electric in second. JoJo in third, or that might be Papa.
7 to go in the stage right now. Look at Electric right there, running in P2. Big battles back there for P4 between Hoodcat and Person, who originally stayed out underneath the first caution. We have...
For fourth is raging on. A little incidental contact from Hoodcat. He washes up the racetrack. Jackson going to try to take advantage and make it 3 wide. 98 into the 92. And those are those little things that are going to... I imagine Person is heated inside that race car right now because those little taps do numbers on you at short tracks. He's going to get that whole left side of the car scuffed up from guys using him up.
Great battle for lead going on between Electric and Heredia. Electric just can't get up to Heredia, but he's almost getting up to him. I mean, he's just like a car length away when he gets into the corner. We are on 4 to go right now.
4 laps remaining. Right now, the gap is pretty even between the 8 and the 22. 13 behind, also able to stay in that, and this might be a little bit of track position. These guys didn't get sent up the racetrack. Now they get to show what they're made of in terms of speed away from the rest of the pack.
Ooh, Electric sending it in, coming around the 2 to go in the stage.
Stage points mean a lot here.
Heredia looking to get a couple extra playoff points right here, as he already has a boatload, but why not add more so that he's safe through the first couple rounds at least. Electric gonna send it in, come around to 1 to go in the stage.
1 lap to go in stage 1. Not a good exit there off turn 4 for Electric. He's going to get a little pressure from JoJo as the 22 scoots away. And back there, it looks like pretty much single file until you get back to speed in Person. But coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Heredia. Stage 1 winner.
Shout out to Hoodcat right here. Hoodcat finishing with a P4 in stage 1. Really solid run for him in that 98 machine.
Especially after using the strategy. We didn't know if he was going to be able to hold on to it, but some of those crew chiefs down there are going to be making notes. Do you take the track position instead of the tires? And Masopes, I see you in the chat there. You say you can't hear Brody. That is because he's not talking. He is race control for tonight's race. He is going to chime in maybe once or twice, but he's busy.
Yeah, I'm not chewing anyone's head off right now, so, what's going on?
Hi, welcome back. What was your thoughts on stage 1 there, Brody?
The back needs to clean it up. The front racing is definitely nice, but 10th on back just needs to pull it. I mean, that's all.
I call this the harbor of penalties because you're going to have a whole bunch of them after this race. Green flag in the air for stage 2. Electric able to clear.
Yeah, but anyways, like you said, Electric ended up having a great pit stop right there, clearing Heredia. We'll see if Heredia will be able to get back into the turn number 1 right here. He really looked low. No, he won't.
Ooh, I heard a little crunching. I don't know. They are double file back there from
Triple
5th
file.
on back. Oh, 3 wide. 92 a person, sending speed almost into the 9. Gonna keep it clean for now. The pushes are getting even more intense. And McCard's found his way back up to the top 5. Trying to clear the 92 on the outside. He's going to be able to do it. McCard up to 5th. Crazy stuff. See if anything, if there's anybody that's lagged out of the race. Looks like Cushnight might have. Logan Aim might have.
Ames
Might be our
lag
2
out.
DNFs for now.
There's one person I've seen who has been really heavy with the bumper so far this race. It's been that 54 car speed racer. He's been utilizing the bump and run a ton so far early in this race. We'll see if that comes back to bite him in the later parts of this race.
He's driving it down there deep, isn't he? Right there
Oh, yeah,
on
sure.
on person. He didn't make any contact, but he was driving it in deep, and now he moves the 9, and I'll tell you right now, McCard's had enough. He is probably going to cash in on a few of these revenge punts in a few minutes.
Yeah, he seems very displeasured in the Discord about people, the way that they were driving him, so we'll see if he repays any of that displeasure to any of these drivers that were sending him.
Go back up front because the pressure is there. The 8 is being hounded by Heredia. Again, 13 able to stay with. Papo's able to stay with. Seems like these 4 might have the best cars as of right now. Oh, looked like Electric might have hit the apron there into turn 3. Heredia gave him a huge break by not sending it in on him. Change for 3rd there. Papo up to P3. JoJo back to P4. Now Papo gets to see if he can. Oh, he gets a big send from JoJo up the racetrack. And here comes Jackson. Jackson looking for 3rd. That's your pick, Kluka.
Oh yeah, Jackson has shown great speed so far today. He is, been kind of surprised me, no offense to Jackson, but I did not see him running up here with drivers such as Papo, JoJo, Papo, JoJo, Electric, and Heredia, as Heredia moves Electric out the way for the lead, but will fail to pass him. Wow, really aggressive move there by Heredia.
I think Heredia's starting to feel the pressure of a 16 car filling up his mirror. He is trying to get around what he believes is a slower car in Electric. I don't know if he meant to make contact there, but he's putting some bumps to the back of the 8. As he looks to the inside, entering 3. Contact free right there. Power off for the 22. Move him to the point. Heredia back to the lead. And how many laps? How many laps left in stage 2?
I will check that. We have 20 to go, coming around 19. But anyways, don't forget about that 13 car. He is lurking in the background in this 3-car battle for the lead. He has been really quick so far today.
We have no basis for speed for JoJo at Martinsville. He was a cup driver last season, and we didn't get to see him at Martinsville. But right now it looks like he's doing pretty well as he's going to look to the outside of Papo.
Papo's really struggling to get around this 8-car right now. This 8-car is a good ways off the pace, and we can tell Heredia is easily pulled out to a 10 to 15 car length lead from the 8-car.
You know, these guys are starting to feel it too. They see the 22 pulling away little by little, and they know that the 8-car is the reason they can't get up there. It is going to start getting hectic as they stack up. Looks like both Jackson and Speed have joined the battle.
Yeah, but this might not be clear sailing for any of those. We see one lap car up ahead, but there are many more to come. That lap car is the 90 car of AlwaysJokerr. But just a little bit up ahead of Jake, I believe we can see a couple more lap cars. We'll see if those will affect Heredia.
Lap cars come up quick here. It's a small racetrack, and you will catch lap traffic if you get a green flag run of 10 or more laps. Jake off the pace. Looks like he's just going to let Heredia by. Class act from Jake. Oh, we have a car around out of turn 4. That's Hendrick 9 Chase. He gets it settled and back going in the right direction. You can see guys starting to get loose right now off the corners. They are getting into that part of the run where they can't push off the corner as much as they'd like to.
I was talking with Hendrick before this race. He didn't seem like the biggest fan of this racetrack right now. Well, hopefully he can turn this back around and run back up front as we see another lap car back there with Hendrick. I gotta figure out who that is. But ahead of them, there are a ton of lap cars.
We can't say that this is surprising. Heredia is a Cup caliber driver, as evidenced by the championship trophies hanging up on his wall. There is, I mean, there's no doubt that he was the guy to beat. But Martinsville, this is not one of his better racetracks. He will admit it to you that, you know, he's good everywhere. But this has been one that's kind of plagued him over the last couple of years. And right now he is doing a phenomenal job. Entire straightaway ahead of that pack behind him.
Yeah, Heredia has proven that this track used to be one of his weaknesses, as he is so far ahead of that 8 car right now. He is starting to catch up to this lap traffic right now, but ahead of, it believes to be, that is Jake and Hendrick. There are at least 4 to 5 cars, so he's going to have a whale of a time trying to get through all these cars.
We do have a policy now that you cannot affect the outcome of a race. It's a little gray line on how you can affect the stage, but I imagine race control is out there telling the 6 and the 90 that they need to get out of the way of the race leader.
As they are having their own battles back here, they are bumping and banging too wide. We'll see how this will affect Heredia right here.
If you're Heredia, you just take this easy. You do not want to push the issue on 2 guys that are obviously unhappy with one another. He's going to try to poke it through the middle. No, he'll stay behind the 6 and pass them both.
We are on 7 to go, by the way. Yeah, Heredia is so far gone. You can't even see that 8 car anymore. He is a full straightaway ahead of the closest 3 lap cars.
That 8 car actually lost a position. Papo able to make it around him. Jojo in pursuit of Electric. But right now, your running order, it is the Heredia God P1, Papo Musa P2, Electric Days P3, Jojo C will later P4, and back there in P5, it looks like it might be the 11
No, it's
Killer.
36 at Jackson Altman.
Oh, okay, yep, sorry, Jackson.
We're on 5 to go in the stage right here. This second stage has been a lot more tame compared to stage 1. We haven't had a single caution yet, which is good, as we see the 5 car just pull out the way with 22. 22 is so quick right now.
He's cruising to another stage win. He's going to look for a perfect race if he can get this stage. 1 pole, 1 stage 1. He's going to be looking for the stage 2 win here in 2 laps. Looking for any battles. Electric Days and Jojo, a little contact out of turn 4. Don't know if that was a little bit heated moment there from the 8, but Jojo able to navigate around him. Jackson follows. That's going to move Electric back to P5.
We got 1 to go in the stage, I believe. Heredia is looking to add to his monstrous amount of playoff points already, boosting it from 31 to 32. I believe Heredia at this point has locked up the regular season championship too. Check. Yes, he has, I believe.
This might be the final lap of stage 2 here.
The Heredia guy coming through turns 3 and 4 will win stage 2, sweeping both stage 1 and stage 2 so far today.
Perfect night still intact for Heredia. Stage 1 winner, pole winner, stage 2 winner. They all jostle for position back there. It looks like Papo is able to take home P2 right there in stage 2. And I don't know the rest because hold on. It looks like that might be the 13 of JoJo in P3.
Jackson Stream.
P4, Electric Days. P5, Jackson. That's your top 5 heading into stage 3.
And then 6 through 10 is Killer, Hoodcat, Speed Racer, 10 Titan, and Person.
Stage points mean a lot. A couple big hitters able to get some big ones there. So now it's all on the line. Stage 3 here. It's going to be longer than both stage 1, stage 2, obviously, and it's going to be, unless there's a bunch of cautions, it's going to be a long run to the finish. So we have Heredia leading them back. Green flag, stage 3 underway.
And stage 3 will be 52 laps for them, so a very long stage. Big battles to the middle of the field now, 2, 3 wide, heading down into turns 3 and 4. That is a recipe for disaster.
Papo got stuck on that outside. He's still stuck on the outside. Electric gonna look to the inside. JoJo able to take P2. As it looks like Speed Racer, way out of the groove right there, is falling back through the field.
There's something I've seen with Papo's car so far today. Every short run we've had, his car is not that great. We've seen he's a lot better on this long run. I wonder if any Cup drivers will be taking notes for that for the Cup race. I mean, to see. Yeah.
I can promise you I am.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, big time in the wall there for Jackson. He's going to relinquish a spot to Killer. Frank up to P5.
Having a great run so far today.
Did a fantastic job. I talked to him pre-race. He was not looking forward to this one. Wanted me to take over his car and cheat for him, but of course, I can't do that. I'm a good man. He's a good man. We both knew that was just a joke. Didn't do it. Look at this, 22. Giving up the lead to JoJo.
I believe there's something going on with fuel saving here. I think that they get a total like 50, like 48, 49 laps. I wouldn't be surprised if Heredia tries and saves it. It's only 4 extra laps, and saving on Martinsville is pretty easy.
We saw it with Speed last season, that he was able to lift a lot earlier than all these guys, and he stayed out the entire time. He did not pit. His lap times were slow, but he was able to save enough. Right now, that looks exactly like what you said, Kluka. The 22 is saving, and JoJo is not. He is going for the 1 pit stop strategy here.
I personally disagree with what Heredia is doing. Knowing Martinsville, there's always a caution in stages, and track position matters the most around here. We saw what happened with Hoodcat. Ever since he stayed out of that first caution, boosted him from P14 up to the top 5, top 10 for the rest of this race. Heredia's going to fall out the top 10 any moment now, and if a caution comes out, most likely Heredia's race over.
Tell you what, he's got to be careful. He is saving. He definitely is. That's what he's doing. But if he gets any higher up the racetrack and he hits that middle of the wall where that T is in Martinsville, it is going to shoot his car straight to the right. That is their way of preventing wall banging on this game. So he's got to be really careful about letting guys by here and doing it in a safe manner for guys around him and himself.
Yeah, there's one other driver I believe that we see is saving as well, the 54 Speed Racer. He is really far back. We saw him do it last season too and end up winning the race, I believe it was last season, right?
He did not. I was the only one who beat him, but he ran a alternate strategy. He was able to save enough, and it was these exact same circumstances. So he's learned. He knows what he's doing, and I think Heredia might be trying to do the exact same thing.
I believe these back three cars right here between Heredia, Warner, and Speed are all on the same strategy right now with saving. They are pretty much equal pace. We see the
That's
13
JoJo.
of JoJo, and he's gapping as we see. I think that A car is going to start the saving strategy too. He is way far off the pace.
I don't know if it's that or the pressure from Papo, but Papo wants to go. He doesn't want to save anything. He is trying to get to this 13, and right now, Electric is in his way. And I think Electric knows, he's been in this situation before. He knows what he's doing. He's going to run this as hard as possible and see if he can put enough gap between him and the 22. Same with the 13. Those guys are going to pit, and they're going to try to run him back down after they pit. These guys,
Yeah.
all these guys are thinking right now, what do they need to do to win this race?
As we see the 16 car is really starting to get impatient with this 8 car. He's starting to punt them every single corner. We see JoJo driving away in the distance. But overall, it's been a great day for Colleague Racing. I believe that's what it's called in this league. They are running currently P3 and P4 right now between Papo and Killer. They're having a great run today.
Definitely are. And a track that I don't think Colleague came in with too much hopes with, other than Papo. I know Killer definitely didn't have any hopes for this place. But Papo, he puts a lot of pride in his short track speed and what he can do, especially at Iowa. It looks like that's translating very nicely here at Martinsville. JoJo's still leading by about half a straightaway on the backstretch over the 8 of Electric Days.
Yeah, speaking about Colleague too, running in P9 right now, Kelvin making a good top 10 run too, but as we see JoJo is just driving away from this 8 car essentially. It does look like JoJo is trying to save a little bit though. But yeah, let me check out where Heredia is.
He's back here entering turn 3.
Still really close to that battle. Heredia is doing a great job on saving. He, I believe, has a little bit of draft from this 18 car too on the straightaway, so it's definitely helping him with the saving.
It's all about lift points. The draft doesn't do very much, but the lift points. Speed told me last season, what you do is you lift right here at the flag stand and you coast all the way around turn 2 and just barely get on the gas. You don't want to get on the gas and jab it and spin out. But Speed had figured it out. Heredia, looks like he's doing a pretty good job of it, but we know how this game is. The car could just turn right on you when you get off the gas.
Yeah, currently right now listening to Heredia's throttle management, you are clearly seeing his car back up. Yep, he's doing the exact same thing that Speed did last season. 3 wide though for P7. I kind of cut myself off what I was saying, but yeah, big battle right now for P7 between Jamie, the 10, the 9 is, he got moved up the track.
Yep, I was just seeing that. It looked like the 1 got into the 10. The 10 gave it right back to him, and here we go. Game of punt right here for P10.
I think it's P7 too. That's P8, my apologies.
P8. Well, it's about to become a battle for P10 because there is McCard back there. There is 10 Titan. There
Heredia.
is, well, not Heredia. I don't know who that other one is back there. Might be Speed. No. You're correct. Heredia is there, and Speed is coming, but right now, a little far behind.
Yeah, if you are watching Heredia at all, you can see him right when he backs off. You can see he's backing off just barely after the flag stand, like 3/4 down the backstretch. You can see the car starting to, the back lift off the ground, meaning he is letting off very, very early heading into these corners.
Oh, the 98 of Hoodcat around on the front stretch.
Oh, man.
Is that going to be enough for a caution? It's only one car. Doesn't look like it collects anyone, but that is going to probably put an end to the good day for the 98.
I feel so bad for him, too. I was talking so much good about him. I hope I didn't give him a commentator's curse, but he had an amazing run going top 5 the first 2 stages.
Yeah, that does stink for him.
It's a heartbreaker.
Played a good strategy, was able to get stage points, but not going to translate to a good finish. He's going to go a couple laps down here fixing damage and traveling pit road speed. It's a shame that's not a caution either. I mean, we know why it isn't, but it really does. In real NASCAR, you hit a wall like that, there's definitely a caution coming out. But this is NASCAR.
I think JoJo's saving, since we can see how much Papo's gaining on him, and JoJo has 2 lap cars up ahead of him, with Fluffy and Jake, and then a little bit ahead of him is Hendrick, as Jake will come into the pits. I think green flag pit stops will be starting soon, as we see a couple cars heading onto pit road.
Pit window is open here. Only one pit stop for these guys. Get it down to pit road speed at 30 miles per hour. It is a treacherous one. Yeah, you're right. Papo is eating into that lead. That could be either the long run's pace or maybe the 13 saving. It's always hard to tell. We don't have any telemetry data here in the booth, so we can't tell you what these guys are doing. But I think Papo might just be faster at this point.
I really wish that we would have like a live leaderboard too, so we can see all that stuff and like a telemetry kind of like F1. And it'd be really useful in situations when we see my cards in pit road as well. I believe this is the perfect time though for people to come in. It's in between like the end of the race and when they started this final stage, so I believe we're going to see a lot of people come down into the pits.
Card able to get back on the racetrack, no issues.
I will
now right here, again, between TK270 Kelvin and Jamie Wright.
JoJo's coming around to 20 to go this time. Been a really quick race, though. For these Xfinity drivers, definitely not an easy one, though. One of the toughest races of the year, but definitely relieving that it's no longer than 125 laps.
I cycle back over to JoJo. It's always hard to do that. The gap between him and Papo is kind of stabilized here. It looks like Papo might be getting a little loose off of the corners. JoJo able to really drive it off straight. He has a little lap traffic to contend with Hendrick 9 chase.
Ooh, Hendrick just lagged out, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm going to check on Heredia right here, though, as we're on 18 to go now. Heredia, I believe, is good to go. He is starting to push. It appears
that means two things. That means either he's good to go or he knows that he's screwed up. And usually Heredia doesn't screw up. So if you're a Heredia fan, you got to be liking his chances right now.
Yeah, Heredia passed the 18 with ease. I believe this is the right strategy. Save early, push later. Most people try to do the opposite of it. Push early, save later. As we see, Heredia will get up into the wall. I don't know if the 9 punted him. The 9 will move him up the track then. I don't know if any bad blood is going on between them.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I know the 9 is on fresh tires. He came down for not just fuel but tires because he came down so early. Heredia is still saving. You can hear him lift at the flag stand.
Heredia is a half a track back from JoJo at this point.
JoJo is not saving. JoJo is going all out right now. When does the 13 make his pit stop? Yeah, the only one
I believe he's got to make it soon. They're coming around to 14 to go right now. As we see a couple cars going down pit road, I believe. Oh no, it's just the 4. Ooh, it's the 5 car.
JoJo's still on the racetrack. Papa also still on the racetrack. Both of these guys pending a pit stop.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of guys lapped down by the end of this thing. Per usual short track. And with the fuel saving strategy too. Yeah. I believe I really like my chances with Electric right now, though. Electric appears to be saving, and he is a good bit ahead of Heredia right now.
If Heredia's still saving, that's not a good sign for Electric. Because that means he needs to back it off as much. There's no way. Mathematically, there's no way he could save enough.
Heredia's about to go
still
lap
saving.
down. We can see Heredia from JoJo's camera right now. They hit 11 to go. That is not a great sign for Heredia.
If there's a caution. But right now, he's just battling to see. Here comes the 13, JoJo. To pit road, Papa will follow him. Looks like they both get down to 30 miles per hour.
Electric will stay out. That was my... I said he's in a good spot right now, 10 to go. I believe that they did run out of fuel. You have to save a lot of fuel, though, if they just came in right there. We can tell Electric is saving a bunch as he got passed by that 98 really quickly. He's pitting this time, too.
36 of Jackson Altman, the 10 of TK270 Kelvin, the 92 of Person. All down pit road as well. Killer as well.
McCard is not a lead lap car. Who's going to be the first car to go by? It will be Heredia.
Heredia, I don't know if the 8 has made his stop, but if he hasn't, yes he has. Electric's on pit road as well. That's going to pass over the lead back to 22 of Heredia.
The top 3 right now is Heredia, 10 Titan, and that 54 car Speed Racer. It's coming around to 8 to go. Heredia has got to be nervous right now. If he runs out of fuel, this is one track that's not that bad, but if you run out of fuel like for more than half a lap, you are so screwed around here.
It's funny because your fuel actually runs out when it says you have 1 lap of fuel remaining. Like right before it clicks over to 0, you are sputtering. So you could almost say that you have negative time to react when it comes to that, because 1 lap, if it still says 1 lap in the tank, you shouldn't be sputtering. But here, that's how it rolls. It looks like 10 Titan just got loose. I thought maybe he was pitting. But he's going to allow Jackson. He's going to allow Jackson past him, and all the guys on the lead lap past him.
I bet you Heredia right now is looking at his fuel right now and seeing when it changes down a lap. He's got to be worried right now. He's got to at least have 7 laps of fuel in this tank to be safe to the end. As they're coming around the 5 to go, we see the speed difference between the guys who have pitted and who have not right now.
You know, the 8 of Electric is going to try to get his lap back, get around Heredia. I'm imagining those guys are only 1 lap down to the 22. But Heredia out by a pretty healthy lead over the 18 of 10 Titan. Kind of just cruising this one, but there's no caution.
JoJo out yet, too. JoJo, I mean, they're not, I mean, they're like a little bit back, but if Heredia does run out, they are in a beautiful spot for a win. I don't know if Warner's pit yet, has he?
I think he has. Oh, maybe not. He might be saving. How many laps to go here?
3 to go. I've been doing the math this entire time.
Perfect, thank you. Heredia still out front. Not a lot of contest in this one. 1 pole, 1 stage 1, 1 stage 2. Maybe a little unorthodox here in stage 3. Wasn't able to show off the pace. Had to show off the strategic brain here. But he might still come home a winner.
Heredia has easily led the most laps here, coming around to 1 to go. He has been just lights out today. I believe he's led more laps than anybody in this field for sure. 1 to go for Heredia. Will he have enough fuel in the tank? We will see.
Yeah, I feel it. Even if he runs out, he would be able to putter it from here. Heredia with another dominating performance, this time from the paperclip. Heredia does it! Heredia is going to win at Martinsville.
I have no idea what our final other people are. I will check. real quick for you. Our other finishing positions will be P2 Speed Racer, P3 10 Titan. Let me see. That is not too helpful, but many people finishing a lap down here. We only had 3 cars in the lead lap, I think.
Crazy.
I'll tell you our final positions.
Big time win for Heredia. Max is out on points once again. I can't tell you how many times he's done that this season. But not a lot of people saw it happening here.
Yeah, but our top 3 finishers will be Heredia, Speed, and 10 Titan. That's it that I know so far.
Cool. Then let's get them on in the booth. Hear from our podium finishers tonight.
Heredia quickest lap, 19.9.
19.905. That is pretty quick.
Yeah.
Are you getting the top 3 in here, or do you need me to do that?
The only person that I friended is Speed. I sent them invites.
Okay. Give me 1 second here.
We're gonna get Speed. I'll try to see if I can get Heredia. I'll get 10 Titan as well.
Apologies for the lapse in commentary here. We are trying to invite everybody to the booth that we can. They might be top 4 tonight. The invitations are sent out, and we're going to move a little quicker here because we do have a race after this. But let's start with 10 Titan. 10, you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? Looks like a little strategy call, and you were able to get yourself a good position tonight. How much do you think that helped you in the points, and how are you feeling for the next couple weeks?
Well, I feel a little bad for JoJo. I hate when races go like that, but you got to know when we pull up pit road and fuel's that tight that it's possible. And I knew whoever could save it was going to, win the race, so I automatically went to save, and
Jesus, dude.
I'll take third. I never got a chance to really see what my car had tonight speed-wise, 'cause I was stuck in traffic, but I love Martinsville. I'm usually quick here. I was quick here last year, and get P3 feels pretty good for the points.
Yeah, you made Masopes pretty proud tonight. He wasn't able to really be in the race with you, but I'm sure that he is very proud of you. Kluka, you got anything for a 4th place finisher?
Oh yeah, for sure. I saw you saving back there with Heredia. I mean, you showed that you're amazing at saving, getting P3. I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you had a great race.
Feels good to get another top 5 finish. I feel like I couldn't get those earlier in the season, so now, getting a win and getting a couple top 5s, entering the playoffs, as long as something crazy doesn't happen next week. It's Talladega, you never know. But really nice momentum for the playoffs, so super excited.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
Definitely congrats to 10 Titan. As we will also talk to 3rd place, Speed, teammate of 10. Are you in here?
I'm in here, but you do have positions swapped. I got 2nd, 10 got 3rd.
You got 2nd. Oh, okay. Well, I already screwed up, so I'm just gonna go straight to 2nd. I'll get
okay,
3rd
Jim.
here in a minute. But you did this last season. You did it last season. You did it this season. Got yourself a great finish. Just a little short.
We lost you, Jim.
I was gonna say, is that me or him?
Well, I am back, so I don't exactly know what happened to Jim. We have lost him for right now, so I guess
My
I will
mic
take over.
unplugged. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
okay.
mic unplugged.
All right, go back.
Speed,
Go
did
back
you hear
into
the
it.
end of that question?
No, you lost me at last year.
Okay. Well, my apologies. Last year you did the exact same thing as this year. You ran some strategy, saved the fuel. You're pretty freaking good at it, but came up one spot short. How much does that one feel? I know that not winning it isn't good, but you still were able to grab P2.
I mean, yeah, like you said, the same thing as last year. And also, like you said, not winning it is ideal, but also, like last year, I was going into this race just kind of hoping for points. Knew I was about a 4th to 6th place car at best, so played the fuel game exactly like I did last season, and also exactly like last season, somebody who was faster also was able to play the game or just simply be that fast. And it is what it is. Heredia was one of the fastest cars tonight, and he played the smart game, and he won, so congrats to him. And I just needed a point stay, like I said, and P2, that's pretty awesome for that. So I'll take it, move on to Talladega, where anything can happen. I could win the race. I could be doing gymnastics down the front and back stretch. I really don't know. So that'll be interesting to see.
If you do gymnastics down the backstretch, at least you'll get a lot of ratings for the HPL channel.
Yeah, and I think I need some of that right now.
Speed, I have a question for you.
Sure.
It's not really a question, but it kind of is. So how did you save these past 2 seasons at Martinsville? You ended up finishing in the top 3 both seasons, I believe, by saving here. So how did you do it?
Well, I kind of have some markers at Martinsville. I'm not going to fully disclose all of my evil secret master plans, but
Grandstand.
we'll say I let off about halfway down the front and a little past halfway down the back and kind of rolling the corner. I have a little issue with that early in the run if I'm around people, because letting off early, guys behind me don't, and I get what's called a yellow bumper. But when I get to the outside early and then dive back down after they've all passed me, it works out pretty well. I think if you combine the amount of laps I saved last season and this season, I've saved about 20 laps in Martinsville in the last stage, so that's a lot. But
yeah, that's definitely a lot of saving. And we're going to move on to third place. And I actually couldn't tell you who third place is. I
It
wasn't
was
paying attention.
Tennessee Titan.
We already interviewed him.
Dunton, you've interviewed
Who got
everybody but
fourth?
the guy who won. Fourth was
Fourth
JoJo.
doesn't make the booth.
Oh, JoJo didn't even. Okay, well. Moving on to our race winner, Heredia. Dominant performance, pole winner, stage 1 winner, stage 2 winner. A little unorthodox how you won stage 3, but you were still able to do it. Tell me how that went, because we knew you had the outright pace. But saving, how'd that feel?
Well, we're gonna get a little bit toxic here, but yeah, I mean, I knew from weeks prior and people talking about there's gonna be a issue of stage 3 of saving, and I'm getting tired of these people thinking they're hotshot rookies, thinking they can save and win races, thinking they're pretty good. But I had to show them what's up. You gotta know how to save and keep pace, and I just tired of the little cockiness, but just gotta prove them wrong. I got speed and I can save. I got the brains too. I showed them this week, so I'm happy with the win. I didn't think it was a win here, actually. I thought Electra was gonna win. I had $20 on it. I lost $20, so I'm kind of poor now, but still, got the win. I'm happy. Yeah, that's all I really gotta say.
It was a fantastic run, and I don't know how many times you've done it this season, but it feels like multiple times where you have maxed out on points. You got the fastest lap as well with a 19.905, so that is max points. Kluka, do you have anything for Heredia, race winner?
Heredia, I have a question for you. How do you manage to win every single stage and sweep the race?
Luck.
Alright.
If you guys don't mind, I feel like I'm a pretty good booth guy, and I do have a question for Heredia.
Nope.
Imagine.
So, I was kind of wondering, because I was watching you ahead of me. When did you start saving?
Actually,
Lap one.
I knew I knew I could go hard for like at least a couple of laps. Like say like 5-6 laps, I could go hard. So at the end, I won't be as loose when I'm trying to save fuel. So I stayed straight from like 6 laps into the run, and I just started falling back. That's when I started saving.
10-4, going hard and loose for the first 5 or 6, and then saving at the end. All right.
It's a good strategy.
Okay. Well, I'm going to also, Brody, do you have any questions? Because I kind of forgot that you exist.
No, I do wanna congratulate Heredia on finally winning at Martinsville. I mean, we definitely know he has the pace here, but it's one that's gotten away from him. So, definitely congratulations to him, to the man that has won literally every track.
Thank you.
Yep. Well, I think that is going to do it here for the Xfinity broadcast.
Whoa. Got a question for Heredia.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
I helped him win because I was sucking him the whole entire race.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of what I expected. All right.
All right.
Well,
he's my
Heredia,
boyfriend.
we're going to allow you to head out of here, and just in a couple minutes, you'll be watching your Penske boys in the Cup Series go at it at Martinsville. So again, good win, and
That's me.
we'll see you next season, or no, next race, not next season. No.
Thank you for broadcasting.
Couple minutes. They're going at Martinsville as well, and we are going to, me, Brody, Kluka, all of us up here, we're going to be racing in that one.
Well, thanks.
So,
Yeah, we got a guy
I said
here
all
who's
of
gonna
us,
Oh. Okay, never mind.
all of us, that includes Movement, that includes Joker, that includes everybody. Joker isn't racing tonight.
Always
but
eating. Thank goodness.
we are
Holy.
going
Wait,
to
who's streaming
sign
this?
off here for the
Oh.
Xfinity Series at Martinsville. We'll see you next week at Talladega.